This is not me giving help for the test. This is just me reading the questions, okay? Question number 1. The formula F equals 1.8C plus 32 is used to convert temperatures from degrees Celsius, C, to degrees Fahrenheit, F. Find the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit that is equivalent to 20 degrees Celsius. Number 2. Luann wrote an expression showing 8 times the difference of y and 3. Select all expressions that are equivalent to the value of Luann's expression. A. 8y minus 3. B. 8y minus 11. C. 8y minus 24. D. 8y plus 24. E. 8y minus 3. And I'm actually going to go to a highlighter to highlight what I'm reading. Number 3. Kieran scored 223 fewer points in a computer game than Tyler. Kieran scored 409 points. Which equation would Kieran use to determine how many points T Tyler scored? A. T plus 223 equals 409. B. T minus 223 equals 409. C. 223T equals 409. D. T over 223 equals 409. Tomorrow. Number 4. Which of the following values for x is true for 4x is greater than 10? So you're going to have to look at these, figure out which one works. Number 5. Select the letter from each column that matches an equivalent expression for each row. So this expression will equal A, D, or G. For this expression, you're going to put B, E, or H. And then for the last, this expression, you're going to put C, F, or I, depending on which one of these you think is the right expression. Number 5. The Science Club is conducting an experiment. The table below shows whether their saltwater solution reached a freezing point at different temperatures. Here's the table, and it gives you 5 temperatures. At these 2 temperatures, the salt water, let me do that differently. In these 2 temperatures, the salt water froze because it was cold enough. In the other 3, the salt water temperature solution was not cold enough. So the question says, based on these results, which inequality represents their conclusion regarding the temperature T for which their salt water solution freezes? And then it gives you those 4 answers to choose from. Good luck. Number 7. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Number 7. Nikki dove into a pool and swam underwater. The table shows how her depth changed during a 4-second time period. This is the table. This is her time in seconds. This is her depth in feet. Which equation shows the relationship in the table between the time T and the depth D? Number 8. Which inequality matches the number line below? So match one of these to this graph. Number 9. Samir has a collection of coins. He wants to find out how many dimes he has without having to count them. According to the U.S. Mint report, a dime has a mass of approximately 2 and 27 grams. If the total weight of Samir's dime collection is 47.67 grams, about how many dimes are in Samir's coin collection? Number 10. A petri dish is growing bacteria. It starts with 3 cells on day 1, 9 cells on day 2, and continues tripling to the number of cells every day after that. How many cells of bacteria are there on day 5? Number 11. A graph of Elena's babysitting earnings is shown below. There's the graph. This is the money earned in dollars. This is the time and hours that she's worked. Complete the statement that best represents the dependent and independent variables. For each box, choose a letter before the word or phrase that is correct. The dependent variable is time, money earned, hours per dollar, or dollars per hour. The independent variable is time, money earned, hours per dollar, or dollars per hour. You're only going to choose one answer for each box. Brett drew this number line to represent the inequality x is greater than 3. Let's scroll up a little bit. Which statement describes what needs to be done to make Brett's number line correct? A. Brett's number line is correct as drawn. B. The point at 3 should be filled in instead of open. C. The ray showing the solution should be drawn to the right of 3 instead of to the left of 3. D. The point at 3 should be filled in instead of open, and the ray showing the solution should be drawn to the right of 3 instead of to the left of 3. Which one do you think it is? Number 13. Compare each expression below to the expression 5x plus 6x plus 3x for all values of x. Select true for each expression with the same value. Select false for each expression with a different value. Therefore, this expression will be true or false. 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 And this expression will be true or false depending on whether or not you think it equals that. And then the last question, number 14. The distance traveled by a car moving at 55 miles per hour can be represented by d equals 55h, where d is the distance traveled in miles, and h is the number of hours driven. Which graph represents this relationship between distance traveled and hours driven? These both all say total distance traveled over time. And it looks like they all have distance traveled right here and hours driven right there. See? Distance traveled, hours driven. Match the graph to the equation. Good luck. I hope this was helpful.